Give it like 30 seconds. So inconvenient, John. Let's see. I realize I should probably keep making noise.
Yeah.
There we go.
Cool.
Yay!
We're here.
Woo!
We made it. We sound.
No rush, but will you make it full screen again?
No.
I want to read.
Absolutely not.
It'd be really funny if you also had crochet, because then it would just be like a crochet chat. Like, come talk to some grannies.
Yeah. I was trying to leave all my crochet upstairs today.
Yeah. I had to take the weekend off, and then I was ready to get back into something.
Yeah.
My brain broke a little bit.
Yeah. Because of the hats?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because of the hair. But
Valid.
now, if anything ever needs curly, springy hair,
you've got it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I'd even be curious doing like a treble stitch and making bigger hair.
Fancy with the treble stitch.
Mm-hmm. I have not done many of those yet. There's been like a couple in my woobles, but that's about it. This has no treble.
What's
because
the treble?
I'm all about that bass. No treble. It's 3.
3 and 1.
Where there's single crochet, double crochet, treble is a triple crochet. Now I'm like, do I even know?
So single crochet
is no yarn over. Is boom, boom.
Okay.
A double yarn over and then go. So a treble. Okay. It's yarn over, and then it's through 2 each time. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. There we go.
Okay.
And then ideally, hypothetically, I feel like you could just do that ad nauseum if you had a longer hook, but I could do like 3 yarns over for a quadruple. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
But if I did the hair with all the triple, it would make like a wider hair.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So anyways, who wants to talk crafts? I see 4 eyeballs.
Yeah.
Who's here?
Hello, eyeballs.
Comment on YouTube, comment on in the Facebook group, Grooming on the Spectrum, or where else did we determine that it works? My business page, maybe?
Yeah,
perhaps?
maybe.
Maybe the school page, Meditative Groomer Academy. Anyways, if you don't see us responding to your comments, it means they're not popping up for us, so go somewhere else. Anyways, we're grannying right now.
Yep. I'm not. Mine is upstairs. I finished a head yesterday for one of my dogs.
I saw that. That was really cute.
Yeah. So the patterns that I got.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like 4 different head styles, 4 different ear styles.
Oh, so you can like mix and match.
Yeah, and then there's 2 body styles, either sitting or standing. And then there's 3 different accessories you can do. And so what I did is I wrote all of the choices out.
Yeah.
And then I gave each one numbers, and I did random number generator to decide which ones to do first.
Oh, nice.
So I'm doing, it's a corgi head. So let's see, corgi head, golden retriever ears, which one I kind of fucked up.
So it's like flopped up.
So he's kind of funky looking, but he's still cute.
Still cute.
So with corgi head, golden ears, I think he's standing.
Okay.
And he will get a collar. And the colors were chosen were black for the main color, gray for the accent color, and then I'm going to use coral for all of the feet pieces.
Toe beans. That
And
was
then
my question. Was that did you pick it being 2-colored, or is the
the pattern was
not-
2-colored.
Okay.
Which that was fun.
I did it for my Hugo the French Bulldog on Wooble, and that was definitely interesting. I could not do it by myself though. I would have to do another like video pattern to be able to
I had to
learn it. Like carry it along, carry the other color, and then swap and carry the other color through. It's interesting. Yeah.
So it was fine. I did fine.
Yeah.
Everything is fine.
It looked like a
his color was a little off to one side because I messed up some of my counting, but it's fine.
Because you said it, we have to show.
Oh yeah. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I'm fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. It's a little dumpster fire.
Yep.
It's definitely backwards. You're just gonna have to trust me that that's what it says.
Someone in our craft group had that.
She thought she was ordering one. She ordered
got
a bag of like 10.
Yeah. So yeah. How have you been? How was your weekend?
What did I do this weekend? Oh, my entire Sunday fell to shit because people were like, "Oh, it's the Super Bowl." It was only one client.
They knew it was the Super Bowl.
It was only one client. Someone else told me like 3 days in advance that her dog was throwing up and decided to cancel. And then one of them, his mom died, and his brother took the dog literally to like Missouri. And I'm guessing he just forgot he scheduled an appointment a month ago. He was like, I don't have a dog to bring you. And I was like, okay. So I got to meet a 5-month-old Roddy, and that was great.
Yep.
She was good. She only bit my face once. Not like literally. That's from her tooth. But it's literally
like
just
a little
like puppy.
Oh
Yeah. Just like she is not in control of her body right now. She is figuring that out.
Yep.
And we're gonna see how big she gets.
So
yay, we have a person.
Melissa's here. I went to Unicorn World.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, which I need you to help me maybe tomorrow. I'll bring it down. I need a good picture of the hat so I can post it. Not on my head.
Okay. So we can put it on a model doc.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Do you want to join?
I was going to say, do you want to come on? Because let us know. No obligation. It's not too late, but also no big deal.
But yeah, I want to get a good picture of that so I can post it. I made, so I went to Unicorn World on Saturday with my sister and my niece, and I made these unicorn hats that have Meg made the hair.
Thank you.
Sorry, I was getting there.
Mm-hmm.
So we made unicorn hats. I made like the hat part and the really fucked up eyes. All of them are a little funky.
They were interesting.
And the horn, and then Meg made the hair. I tried to make the hair and I was terrible at it. I made one strand.
Oh, was it the pink and sparkle at least?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was like, if you do nothing else,
it wasn't as good as yours, but it was
pink
fine.
And sparkle in the back.
She said not tonight.
Yeah. No, I said no worries, friend.
No worries. But yeah, so we got that done. Just in time.
Well, yeah.
We made 3 hats in a week and a half.
The entire week.
Yeah. Which was insane. I shouldn't have decided to do that. But
yeah, I'm not down for the next thing.
Yeah, I'm not doing that ever again. Like, not that kind of space.
No. Oh yeah, where did you go?
Oh, so it was actually in Minneapolis. But it's one of those ones where they have it in Yeah, she's like 2 hours from Minneapolis. So
is it a yearly thing, I presume?
It's supposed to be a yearly thing.
Well, there you go, Melissa.
And they are having it in multiple different locations. They did have one in Chicago, but we missed it.
Does that mean
it's
Milwaukee. Possible they have it in Pittsburgh?
Possibly. You could look. Definitely look. It's called Unicorn World. Not really super adult stuff. You should definitely go with a child. But it was really cool. My niece Harper is 4 years old, and she lost her mind.
Oh, I bet.
She was so overtired we could hardly get her to sleep. Like,
yeah.
You know how that is?
Yep.
Like, she was just like, she could not fall asleep. And she got to a point where she
exciting.
Yeah, and then she got to a point at the end of the night where she was so tired that she just like wasn't listening at all. She's always so good and well behaved, and like she just was all over the place and doing things, and Betsy was trying to get her like, you know, to calm down and get ready for bed and stuff, and she
was not having it.
Apparently a few days before that, she had been having a similar night where she was just like not listening. Aww. And my sister was like, Harper, what is going on? Why are you not listening? And Harper's like, I don't know, Mom. It's just my brain, and it's telling me not to do what you said. And I can't make it stop.
Bless.
And I'm like, the emotional intelligence of this child. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Otherwise I groomed. I basically groomed.
Yeah.
That was my weekend. I wonder.
Huh?
No, I'm sitting here like, yeah, I know those. Like, I literally, you were like, you know how, like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but you kind of understand
I can understand being, well, if I'm so overtired, I just, like, I'm cranky and I go to sleep.
But, yeah, I guess. I don't know. Kids get to a point where they're so overtired they can't fall asleep. And adults do it too. I'll get to the point where I'm so overtired that I cannot fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was just zoned into it.
Well, yeah, because I've got random black fuzz in my red yarn.
Rude. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Yeah. Well.
But yeah.
Hopefully you'll be feeling better once you're able to get your
stuff
infusions.
Out. Yeah.
Wait, was I supposed to do that?
Nope.
Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I was. Anyways, so we didn't have a specific topic for tonight, aside from the fact that I've been deemed a helpful growth that is helpful, and I just needed to share that.
Can we please explain where this came from?
I mean, okay. Where did that start? You were talking about how... Hold on. Because I was just like, oh, you're stuck with me. I'm just here all the time. Oh, Melissa said I totally am. No, was it you could only... It wasn't like you could only have a certain amount of time with people. But I feel like it wasn't that, but maybe somewhere around there.
I think it was, something like that.
And I was just like, well, you're just stuck with me. I'm just a growth because I'm just here all the time. and then Stephanie said,
but you're like a good growth. It's like a symbiotic relationship.
Stephanie said I am a helpful growth because I am helpful. And I just thought the circularness of that was fantastic. Anyways.
Yeah, you're just like a part of me. Oh, that's weird. So like a benign tumor.
Matt.
Yes. Actually, I believe you said that.
Oh, I did. I was like, oh, so I'm just benign. I'm not malignant. I'm just benign. I'm not cancerous. I'm just here.
But benign is just
benign is like nothing though.
Yeah.
Like it's not really doing anything good or doing anything bad. So a symbiotic relationship is
good. You're more like one of those like parasites that are like helpful
Am I the bird that cleans the gator's teeth? Because that's
Yeah.
the only symbiotic relationship I can think of right now.
Well,
Or
yeah.
the little fishies that like
Yeah, the little
swim
fishies.
alongside and like clean off the whatever or something.
You can clean in the shark's teeth.
Yeah.
That makes
But
you
yeah,
a shark now, I guess.
you're one of those animals.
Enigmas.
Enigmas.
I think that's what they are. I'm not
No,
sure.
an enigma is something that's like a mystery.
Well,
I
that's what
appreciate
you
it though. I'm so
are.
mysterious.
You are a
The
mystery.
monkey that picks the lice, like, whew.
But
I
that's
guess
not
we
a
could
monkey.
both be monkeys and
Yeah,
helping each other out. I think that's more of our relationship.
that's more of a symbiotic. Well, because symbiotic is it's
Yeah.
beneficial to both parties. Parasitic or parasite is if I were just taking advantage and was not giving anything else into the situation, which that is not the case.
Well, there are some parasites that are good.
I don't know if they're called parasites at that point because the definition of parasitic is like a one-sided.
Maybe.
Well, I'm also thinking like a clownfish to an enemy. The nenenenemy.
Yeah, because there's like
Okay, I have to Google things because now I have to change my knowledge if I am incorrect. Okay, so I don't want the movie Parasite. Jesus, just the definition of the word, please.
Oops.
Okay. Parasites are organisms that live in, on, or with another organism known as the host. They feed, grow, or multiply in a way that harms their host.
Okay.
However, they need their host for survival. For this reason, they rarely kill their host.
Okay.
Who the fuck? No. Sorry. I did not realize.
He touched the butt! Nemo touched the butt! Sorry. Symbiotic relationship.
Hold on. Because now we can get really into it. Let me just text her.
Symbiosis.
'Cause I
Text you?
feel Beth, who just tried calling me.
Oh. We're busy!
Okay, so there is apparently 3 different types of symbiosis. Just kidding. Symbiosis is a close, prolonged association between 2 or more different biological species. It can be symbiotic or mutualistic, where both parties involved benefit from the interaction, or it can be parasitic, where one party benefits while the other is harmed.
Okay.
There are many examples of symbiotic relationships.
You're
blah, blah, blah,
definitely
blah.
not a parasite.
Thank you. Like certain species of ants and acacia trees. Interesting.
Yeah.
Nitrogen fixing bacteria in leguminous plants such as clover, alfalfa, and soybeans.
Yeah.
Cool.
So.
Okay, so yeah.
Would you be called a symbiote?
I literally said no, AI. Why did you still give me AI? Whatever. No, I just want... Whoa, there's 6 types of symbiosis. Commensalism, mutualism, parasitism. We know it's not that one. We know it's not predation. We know it's not competition. But neutralism and then that first one. Commensalism. Oh, look, it's the birds that like pick the bugs off of the warthogs and shit. Commensalism. This is a whole scientific lesson for you guys now. Commensalism is where one species benefits while the other is unaffected. Mutualism, both species benefit. We talked about parasites. Competition, neither benefits. Predation is one species benefits while the other dies. And then neutralism is both species are unaffected. So 100% mutualism. Well, I literally, so anytime I do a Google search, I can just do like at the end -AI, like -AI, and it's not supposed to give me that first thing because I want the sources, but it didn't work that time and I don't know why. That's
you know, you
okay.
could just scroll past the AI, right?
I don't want it to trigger the search at all because it uses energy every time a search is triggered. So I would like to avoid that if I'm not actively using it. The red-billed oxpecker. I'm a mature, responsible adult.
No, we aren't.
But like, oh, I can't zoom any further. That's what kind of marking I would want if I were a bird anyway. Just like creepy eyes that tell people to go away.
Yeah.
Very cool. So mutualism.
That's what we're at. Mutualism.
Mutualism. A mutualistic symbiotic relationship.
Okay.
Because
But
we
that still
both
doesn't answer
benefit.
the question.
No, it doesn't.
Then are you a symbiote?
Okay, well, let's see what is a symbiote. Is that a word?
I don't know.
In Venom, in real life, a symbiote spore in Marvel rivals. What? I want real life. Oh my god, look at that.
There we go. You're a symbiote. And I'm a symbiote.
And apparently it's something
We're
in
symbiotes.
apparently it's something in Marvel too. Parasite cleansing ants. I mean, you're right. You are not wrong. Because, yeah. Well, that's okay. I suppose it could be worse things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we haven't had a flare up lately of the posts that are like, oh my god, you need to worm yourself all the time because you're a groomer. But that just made me
With
think of
ivermectin.
that. So anyway.
I love the people who are like, but you should see what comes out when I use the ivermectin.
So are you completely certain that you're not already a battery in the Matrix? Does that mean I don't have to actually do anything? Because I would just love to be a part of the Matrix if that's the case. If I could just check out mentally.
I can just do that. My brain just is like, I'm out. Fuck off. Going over here.
Yeah.
Trying to get it to stop doing that, actually.
Yeah.
Have
we had any good tea moments?
Tea.
I'm like, are you bitches thirsty? That's gonna be my newest oh, I'm late. What are you making? Hi, Valerie. So I am making, right now it is just a heart, but it is going to be a couple inches bigger all the way around if I can make it through all of the rounds. And then I have to make the exact same thing again, and then I get to crochet them together and crochet a strap, and it's going to be a tote bag because there is at the craft, what do they call themselves? Creative Studio, right? Fiber Arts Studio, something like that. Yeah. They have a queer craft night the second Friday of every month, and this one happens to fall on Valentine's Day, so they're doing an optional gift swap or whatever, just low key make something with what you already have. I did not already have this yarn, so I did buy a thing of yarn for it, but I did not spend a lot of money. You also
didn't have a whole lot of yarn.
I had browns and then a blue because I just don't have a yarn stash because I don't need one right now.
Yep.
Just don't need it. So. But it's working out pretty well. And now I'm I want to make myself a tote bag. And I know you're always thirsty, Melissa. I do my best.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot.
Do you have any crazy client stories lately? I feel like aside from the people canceling for the Super Bowl, I don't really think I have much. Oh, I do have the person who reached out who has a golden retriever German Shepherd, very clearly double-coated dog who started shaving it themselves and reached out asking if I could even it out. That's about the most drama I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy happened lately.
Oh, do you want to talk about your debuting your behavioral rehab?
Oh, yeah.
Because that's fun.
Yeah. So today,
Meg had a dog.
yeah. You want to tell them about your dog?
Sure. He is a really fat healer or cattle dog.
Let's call him Chunky.
I mean, he's literally obese on the scale.
I
But
know. But we're on the meditative groomer page.
uh-huh. Okay. We had a really chunky healer. Well, then I don't want to talk about it at all then.
Oh. Yeah, well. Yes. Anyways, the healer was a big boy.
Thicker
Thick.
than a Snicker. Or what did they say at craft night? Thick and nugget.
He's a thickened nugget.
A thick and nugget.
He is kind of a thick. I like that. I'm gonna call him. He's gonna be a thickened nugget.
A thick and nugget.
Anyways,
I just feel like I'm lisping so bad that I've lost the sound of ch completely. Thick and nugget. It just feels like I'm lisping. Thick and nugget. Give me that thick and nugget. I want thick and nuggies.
So yeah, we had the thickened nugget, and he's a healer. And how did he do for nail trims, Meg?
Well, he barked at the top of his lungs. I mean, big boy bark.
I actually, the student was working on another dog in the drying room while Meg was doing this, and I went and checked on the student because I thought maybe someone was dying in there. It turns out it was him.
And he was growling, and he was snarling, and he was snapping and connecting with the nail trimmers.
Yeah. He was in 100% like fight or flight. He could not make rational choices at that point. And I think he did okay for the bath, right?
He was fine for the bath. He did not enjoy me having to pick him up to get his butt or scrubbing his butt. He gave me a lot of snarls in the bath.
Yeah.
But that was the part he was the best for.
Yeah. And then you didn't even dry him.
No,
okay, towel,
because what I do is I hang the dryer up so it can be blowing, but not on them. On the lowest setting, we have variable speed dryers, the nozzle off, and turned it on. That was no problem. But as soon as I picked up the dryer, he is lunging off the drying counter, trying to snap at the dryer, and that was that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Melissa told me she had a lot of cattle dogs in Arizona, and they were all on crack all of the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you think about it, healers are very they are
very driven dogs.
Very driven dogs. They need something to do.
Yeah.
You
and
know?
He's not getting it in the winter. She did say that he's not outside as much as he normally is in the summer because it's muddy and it's cold and
and yeah, they need a job, they need stuff to do, and if they don't, then it turns into anxiety because they're just going, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, and turning into a spiral like when we have anxiety.
Yeah.
So a lot of times these types of dogs, they tend to overthink things when you start to work on them, and then so
oh hey Danielle.
So a lot of times it's just that they need something to keep their mind off of it. Otherwise they're thinking about it so much that it turns into go into
obsession.
That it's an obsession, and then it's fight or flight of like, oh god, we got to do something. And he was choosing fight.
If blue means black, then blue. Yeah. I don't know like the
blue.
Actual breed specific colors. To me, he looked black and white.
He was blue.
Okay. It's just not a breed I know very well.
Yeah.
I
don't know that he was 100% either. It was hard to tell. But yes, he was very, very driven. You could see that he was like just the whole time. Like the energy is just like pouring off of him. So anyways, Meg decided that Meg didn't feel comfortable doing him in the future.
Well, I told her she had two options
Yes.
because she talked about how she has an anti-anxiety med, which I believe was gabapentin, and then she has some sort of tranquilizer one, which I believe was trazodone. Bye, Matt. Thank you for your contributions to the conversation. Have a good dinner. Bye. But she had told me in the form and also at drop off that like she doesn't want to have to medicate him.
Because the vet's requiring it before she even walks in the door.
Exactly. The vets have seen his behavior and are requiring that he needs to be on something to come in, which I completely and totally understand and support now that I've met the dog. So I told her she had two options. She can either medicate him and we can try again, or she can do an extensive rehab program.
I've kind of had the idea for a rehab program for a long time.
And this has kind of pushed you into it?
Yeah, this just kind of was what I needed. I have it in here. That's the problem. Is a lot of these things, I have it in here, and I've thought through everything. I just need to get it out.
Yeah.
And that motivated me to get it out.
Well, you're welcome for my sacrifice.
Yes. Thank you. And the goal will be to make it so that eventually you can take him back to be your client and he will be good.
We'll see.
Yeah. Obviously, you shouldn't take him back if you don't feel comfortable.
Well, yeah.
But
Yeah. So that's why we're going to keep a good log.
Yep.
And that way.
Yep. I'm going to keep a good log.
You want to discuss the tier system that we came up with? I came up with the name. You came up with it.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to explain first of all that
your behavioral background or something?
No. Now I lost it.
God damn it. Sorry.
Oh, that I'm going to record everything too. Like video. Because I would like to
the security cameras?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I would like to be able to show these things.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I've done things similar, but it was for other businesses that I couldn't make full plans on.
Yeah.
So with this, the Meg came up with the system for how we were going to do it. I kind of came up with the basic idea of how many weeks and stuff it'll take.
Yeah. Oh, I did help with the pricing.
And the pricing.
And
you helped a lot with the pricing.
Tier 1 and Tier 2.
Yes. So the first 4 weeks are going to be short sessions, 30 minutes.
And not doing any actual grooming.
Correct. It's just getting him used to the place, getting him used to me. Before he starts, because I can't start until the student's done.
Yeah.
Before that, I'm gonna have mom do homework at home where she's actually gonna do clicker training. I'm gonna have her get him just the point of, hi Aaron.
Hey Aaron.
I just want to get him to the point of clicker means treat.
Yeah.
Clicker.
That's not
good
in
thing.
that email yet, is it?
No, I'm gonna I'll have her send. I'll send a whole thing to her about that before.
Okay.
So the first 4 weeks is kind of taking that clicker training, and I'm gonna have him be I'll probably start the first session, just keep the first session just in the lobby, but just having him there.
Yeah.
Having him kind of interacting when he's being neutral and chill, then I can use the clicker no matter where he is. If I'm having him walk around the room, I can use the clicker. That way he knows right away, and then I can give him the treat.
Right.
I'm thinking that'll be really good for him. So I don't always do clicker training, but I thought it would be a really good one for him.
Yeah.
Especially because he seems so focused, and so he seems very receptive.
Well,
if he's because
as soon as you crinkle his treat bag, he's
yeah, and he's
hyper focused,
so
laser focused.
I'm hoping that will kind of help get him going, but the first 4 weeks will be more just kind of getting him used to the place, getting him used to me, getting him comfortable in the salon, and so that he's not going into fight or flight the moment he walks in. basically. So
it
it'll be
definitely
short.
wasn't the moment he walked in though. He was
Well, yeah.
stressed, but it wasn't until I started doing his nails because like he got on the table by himself, no problem.
Yeah.
And as you saw, even when the table was not at a jumpable height, he still got his
Yeah.
whole thick and nugget up there.
His whole thick and nugget. So yeah, that'll be the first 4 weeks, and then the second 4 weeks is gonna be like there'll be longer ones, and I'll be starting to introduce like short bits of using of the process. So he won't need as much work getting used to like the water and stuff. But getting him used to like the dryer in short bursts and stuff like that, and getting him used to bathing or brushing and doing more actual work on him, but in short bursts, and eventually working our way up to a full groom, which for him is bath, blow dry, brush out, not like haircuts.
It's not a whole
thing. So yeah, that's basically how I'm gonna set it up.
Yeah.
And then I have homework for mom in between too. So yeah, he'll be once a week.
Yep.
And
it's going to be set up to where these tier packages, it's going to be purchased in 4-week segments, and rescheduling is going to be minimal. It's going to be like, if you got to do later in the day, if it works, great. If you got to do like the day before, the day after, but it's not going to be like a pushing it out 3 weeks kind of thing. Stuff doesn't roll over, stuff like that.
Set up a dog park out back. I actually was thinking about it, and because we do plan this spring, John is going to set up, we're going to take out the lower part of the deck and have just the stairs going down. And then we're going to fence in like the first, like from like the edge, like where we have the garbage cans basically, over to the fence and a couple parking spots. We're going to have that all fenced off.
Yeah.
And then we'll have like turf put down so that the dogs can hang out in there. Not hang out, but like go in there.
Right.
So I think that'll be nice too. Once we get that set up, I'll be able to use that for the behavioral cases as well.
Are we talking like a good sturdy 6-foot fence?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like sturdy fencing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be meant to keep dogs in.
Okay. Good.
Because right now I don't feel I have a lot of space, but we have a super busy street, and so until I have like a good fenced in area, I don't feel comfortable taking dogs outside.
Yeah.
So eventually we will be hopefully this spring we'll be doing that. Because that'll help with these behavioral cases as well.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so the first tier is tier 1.
Yes.
It came out to like a value of $120.
Yes, because doing a $60 an hour fee.
Yeah.
Or kind of rate. And the first 4 weeks, tier 1 is going to be 4 half-hour visits, so 2 hours, which is $120. We're going to be offering essentially a 1/6 off, so it's like 18%. So $100 plus, of course, there's going to be tax because of Wisconsin, for 4 weeks, for 4 visits, which is great, I feel. And then tier 2 is going to be, what are the lengths again? 2 1 hours and then 2 1.5 hours.
Yeah.
So that works out to 5 hours, which 5 hours at $60 an hour is $300. And we're going to offer the same discount, which would bring it down to $250 for 4 visits. But ideally at the end of this, he will be able to be groomed. Yeah. You all are so dang busy and productive. How do you have the energy?
Don't ask me how I did it. I just did it. It was hard.
I love that.
I have to pace a lot. LOL, because
I'm just over here like, what's pacing? Oh, Patty, LOL, because Wisconsin. Yes, we have to charge tax because of Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah.
No other state that I have ever set up shop in has ever required
I know,
tax on
it's
like services. Yeah.
It's so dumb.
Um,
I hate it. Yeah, Illinois didn't charge tax on services.
yeah. What is happening in my life?
Yeah. No, I hate that we have to do taxes.
Yeah, because it's really annoying to like quote a price and be like plus tax.
Yeah.
Because like my very first appointment when I was like, oh, it'll be $85. I didn't tell her plus tax. She brought $85 cash exactly. So I then had to lower my price to make the tax count.
Ugh.
That's okay, I've learned.
Yeah. It's obnoxious.
I've learned. But now it's pretty normal. Oh, do they? I mean, it's technically not traceable if you don't use anything that leaves a paper trail, but
Yeah.
I am not condoning that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay, Danielle. We missed a couple of Mondays too. We have a Hanvee van.
Yes.
We have Hanvee's Big Van Energy, which is their brand new model that you do not have to idle, because that was one of their big things, was that you had to idle the van to use their fully electric conversion. Now you do not. And one of the big things people complained about was their dryer was not as strong as a K9-2 because they simply could not power a K9-2. But now you can run a K9-2, you can run the AC on max, and you can run their own Hanvee branded dryer that's still in there, all at the same time for hours.
Yeah.
So they've upped their game big time.
I don't think we can just include tax in the price. I just don't know how that works. That would be a husband question.
Well, I could just like take my price quote and multiply it by 0.06 and then give them that range, but those are really ugly numbers.
Yeah.
And I can't do ugly numbers.
But I think the point is, like, we could just say, like, taxes included in, like, if we charge them $50, that tax is just included in that $50.
Then I'd have to backwards calculate how much to actually make the service fee.
Or you just say, raise the prices by
6%.
Not necessarily 6%, but round up.
Well, yeah, no, because
6% rounded up.
Yeah.
Make it an even number.
I think that put my small dogs at 90 instead of 85 now. Yeah. Like, I think that's what the change would be. Wake up.
Yeah. No, I don't know all of the details on that. So don't quote me on any of that. I am not an accountant.
We're not giving tax advice right now.
I am never going to give tax advice, ever. Just other than you should probably do your taxes.
Right. Or you should probably talk to an accountant.
Yeah. Our first year running, we got audited. And it was fine. They didn't charge us, but they gave us like 3 weeks or 2 weeks to put together the entire year's worth of receipts.
Well, I think because technically you're supposed to have all of that already.
Yeah, but nobody ever does. Like, no one ever actually does. And so, like, no one ever keeps their receipts. And like, that was it. We were able to find it all. It was just like, why would you only give us 2 weeks? You guys, and then they took like 6 months to finally give us our money back.
Like, you need to hurry, but
they're like, we're gonna hold this until you get this done. And then we got it done, which, by the way, we had to mail them a physical copy.
Oh, that's right. So you
have of a year's worth of receipts. So John literally sent them a ream of paper.
That's so bad for them.
Right?
Like, let us scan it.
Exactly. Because yeah, he even called and was like, "Can I just
Headphone warning.
email this?" But yeah, he
And they
called
were
and was
like,
like, "Can I just
"No."
email this?" And they're like, "No, you have to send a physical copy." Okay.
So it's as big as my head now.
Nice.
This is only 9 rounds. I am only 75% done if I want to complete the pattern.
Yeah. But yeah, our accountant
Anyway.
was super surprised that we got audited. He thinks that it's because we didn't make money, but we weren't like way low either, like on the amount. Like we didn't go like spend a ton of money either, but like yeah, he's like, I think it's just because you guys are new and they were hoping that they would just throw it at the wall at a bunch of people, and eventually some people would just not want to put their time into
or
that.
would have been found
They
to
would
be not doing things right.
Yeah.
Something.
Well, he's like, I think they just throw it at the wall, and half the people aren't going to bother to do it because it was like $500.
But you got to do it at some point. It's going to come back and bite you in the ass the next year. I don't think you can.
No,
just
they
skip
just
a year.
They wouldn't give us our money back, like our
the refund. Oh, okay.
So like we couldn't get the refund if we didn't do it, but it was like $500.
Okay.
So a lot of people wouldn't want to spend their time for $500.
Yeah.
So I think he was just, especially small businesses, they're usually really busy. They don't have time for that. No,
the van is not moving.
Yeah, we're keeping it in the parking lot, and the student uses it out there.
Because she actually has an interview a week from tomorrow with the mobile grooming company that we are close to.
Yeah.
I guess that's the best way to put that. And yeah, so it worked out well because she wants to be, yikes. Yeah. I need an accountant, but we needed to, it works out well because we can test for hand-V in the cold, which they've now learned that vans have to be turned on every so often in the cold.
We asked.
And
yeah, the van died over the weekend. Like the
van itself, not the
van
conversion.
itself,
like the conversion will work fine. You just can't unlock things. Thankfully, there was a manual
but the only way to unlock the back is to climb
spider monkey over the divider, and I don't have that in me.
Nope. So.
Oh wow! January 28th is the last day.
Whew. But when John gets home, we're gonna jump it, and it'll be all good.
Yeah.
I want to play.
Well, we need to reschedule you.
Yeah.
So you can come up here, and then you can see it, and I can show it off because they want that. They want all of that. Anyways, also because I don't want to start doing mobile, like and be like, oh, by the way, we could offer mobile appointments, but only be able to offer it for like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And we don't want to do that. No, it's okay. We did not want to be sick, dude.
Yeah.
I'm assuming everyone is feeling much better at this point.
Yes, you should come up and teach cat creative anytime.
Just know I really don't have cat clientele here. So I don't just have like a bunch of cats. I can be like, oh, hey, here's good candidates.
Yeah, that is true.
Because that has not been something that has been heavily advertised, and it just hasn't been. And that's honestly fine. I really like grooming dogs. So it's kind of like a skill that I'll keep in my back pocket. And I'll make another push. It's just been a lot. I'm going to mail you out. I keep telling her when I'm there, I'm just going to groom her cat. And she's like, no, you're going to be on vacation. You don't.
Patty says she can bring a couple.
Oh, that's true. You do have cats.
Yeah.
That are used to it. So that probably
perfect.
Yep. That would be good.
You could maybe try on Fry.
That's true. Ooh, there you go, Patty. Danielle's place she works at is going to be a better option, I feel.
Or both.
Or both. Just there's already a bunch of cat groomers.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe not. Danielle, are you the only one? I don't remember. It's so hard to keep everybody's lives straight. I mean,
Yes.
zero offense by it. I just can't.
No. I'm tired.
Both. Me too. Well, because we're almost at an hour, too.
Jesus.
Yes, for the record, Meg volunteered to groom while she's on vacation. I did. Okay, there's two cat groomers.
Yeah.
2 cat groomers. Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, would you guys travel up here? Because we have a facility?
Yep.
Yeah. Ooh. That's fun. Is that going to be there in South Carolina? Did you just whistle, or is that your phone playing
Nope,
or live?
that was me.
Okay. Okay.
Because you were humming.
Oh, sorry. Okay, cool. Yes, text me. We will figure something out. It has been a lot, but I just keep telling myself, like, it's like not even another month. It's a couple more weeks, and then there'll be time to breathe.
Yeah. We definitely, in the future, need to make sure there's at least a week in between programs.
I agree.
It's too much to keep.
Because
up
we've
with it.
literally had student program back to back to back to back since November 11th, minus a week at Christmas time.
Yeah.
That's a long time, dude. That's almost 3 months now.
Yeah. So, definitely gotta make sure we do that.
Yes. Well, friends, I can't whistle. Maybe after I get iron, I can. That's all you need. It's just
I
iron
couldn't whistle
infusion.
for a long time. Because I got braces, and then even after braces, I had a hard time.
Yeah.
Um,
We hear you, babe.
yeah.
Thanks.
We will not burn ourselves out. Right, Meg?
What is that? No, because what happens is I just forcefully end up not doing something I'm supposed to because my body forces me to not to. And then I just feel really bad about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is there nothing on Sunday? And that's because that's the day after I got rear-ended and I didn't work.
Oh.
That's why. I'm like, why? How did I have an empty Sunday?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't talk about that?
We skipped so many weeks. We just don't have.
Meg got rear-ended.
My car got dropped off at the deal or at the auto body shop today, and I am rocking a 2015 Chevy Malibu because I'm a cool bitch.
How long will they have your car?
So, babe, they told me at drop off. The lady looked at the schedule and was like, I think maybe like a week and a half. They send text updates. The update is February 26th, which is a little over 2 weeks away. But I have a free rental car, so I can't be too upset.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a hit and run. Asshole.
Because people suck. A lot. But whatever. Oh, I did not groom. Okay. Anyways, we are going no catch. Yeah, no catch. That's what I do too until my eyes shut on me and then I'm like awake when I was dreaming the whole time. Yeah. Because I was texting Melissa and I was like, I feel like there's a catch. Like I don't know how they can just give me a free car. Well, not like a free car, but still. And yeah, no, there was no catch. I was just like, this feels too easy. And she was like, sorry. Like, no, it's fine, but it's just strange.
Yeah, Meg needs to work on their pacing
No, I don't want to focus on that. And I can't do the thing you have because it's just going to tell me things I don't want to hear and I'm not going to listen to it anyway. So it sounds like a waste of money for me.
Eh, you'd be surprised.
What, you think I'm going to listen to it? Does that sound like me?
Not that you'll listen to it, but you'll. I think when you are
Yeah, good
watching your
people.
stats, you will.
Yeah.
I think it'll start making more sense. Things will start making more sense to you.
Oh, bye, Melissa. Have a good night. Yeah, but see, that's true. But I'm not mad about it. I'm seeing this is probably why they are a preferred shop for State Farm, because when I filed the claim that night, it gave me a list, like a map view of, and I just picked the closest one, and I can see why they are a preferred State Farm people, because they have good service. That's a stay. But we're tired, so we're probably going to go soon, but we're definitely going to try to do better at doing this every Monday so we don't have to try to update you guys on like 3 weeks of stuff. And that way, yeah. All right.
Sorry, hitting the wall.
Yep, I see it. All right, guys. We will talk to you later.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us. Bye.